Yo, what is good, YouTube, and welcome back to another JC2K video. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about this new Bracket Busters event that's coming to my team tomorrow that will result in a lock-in Dark Matter KAREEM ABDUL-JABBAR, who will likely be one of the top couple cards in the game when he is made available. But before we hop into this video, talk about this event and what it means for my team. If you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Help me push towards the 10,000 subscriber mark on the channel. We're less than 50 subscribers away from that mark. Would love to hit that within the next couple days and would really appreciate it if you do subscribe. Without further ado, let's hop right into it. So this tweet, as y'all can see, find Pink Diamond, Galaxy Opal, and Dark Matter inserts in new packs during this 3-week event to collect all the inserts for Dark Matter KAREEM ABDUL-JABBAR. Now, I expect this event will go either through next 3 weeks from tomorrow, which is Tuesday, or 3 weeks from last Friday, which would end on March 31st, which is that Friday. So either that Friday or the next Tuesday will be when this event ends and when KAREEM is made available. I would assume probably 3 weeks from tomorrow, which is Tuesday. And obviously KAREEM is going to be one of the best players in the game, but this is not going to be an easy set to complete by any means. It says Pink Diamond, Galaxy Opal, and Dark Matter inserts, which I assume means players. Theoretically, it could mean collectibles, but for especially those high F tiers, I almost guarantee that it's going to be players, and I assume that they're going to be players that are related to the Bracket Buster concept and March Madness in general. So guys like Jimmer Fredette and Christian Leitner and maybe Carson Edwards, guys like that have had legendary moments in March Madness are probably going to be the players that we're going to see in these sets in all likelihood. Maybe Carmelo Anthony, guys like that. I wouldn't be surprised if Dark Matter Carmelo was one of the Dark Matters, for example. So those players will be added to these other pack drops. Like tomorrow, we're getting the new edition packs. I would assume there will be a player or two Bracket Busters player that will also be in those packs as inserts. So with that being said, that means this is going to be a pretty expensive set because there will likely be 2 or 3 Dark Matters, a couple Opals, couple Pink Diamonds. The Pink Diamonds and Opals won't be too expensive, but say we get 3 Dark Matters, you're looking at probably 300,000 or 400,000 MT per Dark Matter. You're looking at a set that very easily could cost 1.5 million MT or even maybe more to complete. So it will be very expensive and hard to get this KAREEM unless you get lucky with sniping or pack luck or things like that. With that being said, though, KAREEM is likely going to be one of the best cards in the game. Like, I think he's going to be absolutely exceptional. We can just pull up what KAREEM looked like last year in 2K22 with his Dark Matter that came out around this time, which was this Bracket Busters Dark Matter that came out on March 18th, which is, I mean, this KAREEM will be coming out a little bit later than that KAREEM, but this KAREEM was awesome. He also came out alongside this other Power Within KAREEM as well, if I can find that KAREEM, which actually had every badge upgradable, which was just a slightly better version. But I think the Power Within one is probably the one that he will look the most like. So he's 7'2" with a 7'5" wingspan. He'll be a capable shooter, probably around an 83 ball. Will be very fast, obviously, maybe even a little faster than 91 speed. Incredible defender, incredible dunker, incredible rebounder, 7'2" with a massive player build. He'll have insane defensive and finishing badges, probably a couple playmaking badges like quick first step and client breaker, and then he probably will only have a few gold badges shooting wise like this. But he will likely, in fact, I would say he will certainly have every single badge upgradable, which means that you'll be able to put limitless range and Agent 3 and badges like that on KAREEM. And the other thing that I will say about KAREEM is I would expect that he will not have the same release that KAREEM has early in this year, that he had his own release. I would expect they will change at least his base. They might keep his upper the same, but I would expect they will change his base and his SIGs so that he has much better dribbling ability, much better jump shot, because this jump shot's not that great. Even if they put it on very quick, it's not that great of a jumper. And then he'll probably won't have basic leaner, he'll probably have normal leaner. He'll probably have better dunk animations like quick drops and things like that. They'll soup this card up. He's going to be a borderline in-game caliber card, probably with 30+ Hall of Fame badges base, the ability to get every badge upgradable and any badge added, elite SIGs, probably a top 2 release. He will be one of the best cards in my team. I don't think there's any doubt about that, and he'll be a card with a lot of longevity, but he's also going to be very expensive, so you're going to have to keep that in mind. But with that being said, he'll probably be the best power forward center in the game, and maybe better than Yao at the center position. Like, that would not totally shock me if he is legitimately better than Yao Ming at the center position. Outside of KAREEM, I'm not 100% sure who else we'll see, but I would be very surprised if we don't get a Christian Leitner, a Carmelo Anthony, a Jimmer Fredette, guys like that we tend to get pretty much every single year in the Bracket Busters promo. Let's see, did they call it Bracket Busters last year? Players in 2K22. Can I go and even search by 2K22 players? I know we got a Carmelo Anthony last year. Or did we even get a Carmelo Anthony last year? I know we got a Christian Leitner last year in the Bracket Busters here. So let's see who the other players that came out last year in the Bracket Busters were. You had Christian Leitner, Danny Manning, Bill Walton, Jamal Mashburn, John Wall, Rex Chapman. Guys like these, a lot of these guys could probably very likely get cards as well. I would be surprised if we don't see, especially with them including Dark Matters, somebody like a Carmelo. again, a Jimmer Fredette would make a lot of sense. Just guys like this who are famous for their college performances will likely get cards. So some of these guys could be very good. We could get some really good budget options as well. So we'll have to wait and see how that goes. But yeah, I mean, with that being said, I do think this is going to be a very cool event. It's going to be very expensive, but honestly, new content is always something that I am a fan of. Remember, they dropped these Bracket Busters players as well. This was another March Madness-esque promo. A guy like Tyler Hansbrough would make a ton of sense to get. Doug McDermott as well would make a lot of sense. Evan Turner was awesome in college. Then obviously some big names like Steph could get a card. I mean, I don't think Tim Duncan will get a card since he already has a Dark Matter, but who knows? D Wade could certainly get a card, although he also has a Dark Matter. Hopefully we get Danny Ferry. I would be very cool with getting a Danny Ferry card in this event because he's going to be an absolute beast, but we haven't gotten a Danny Ferry card this year, but he's always a monster at the small forward position. So I mean, guys like that are the cards we should be looking forward to in this event, and some of those cards could be really, really good. And then obviously we know KAREEM is going to be exceptional as well. And then having this set drop alongside the daily login event that they dropped that's rewarding us with the Galaxy Opal Glenn Rice, who has potential to be good if 2K changes his SIGs, changes his release, makes him a souped up card, which we'll see if they do, but he could be a very solid option to shooting guard position. The daily takeover players that they're dropping from March Madness as well over the next 3 weeks. I mean, there's a lot of content for March Madness this year, which honestly I am a big fan of, and I like seeing stuff like this dropped in 2K, even if it does include a lock-in reward like this that is honestly going to be close to unattainable for a lot of people. It's still cool to see them dropping content for all levels of player, which is nice to see, and different, like a diversity in content as well. They're dropping like 3 different things with the login event, the agendas event for takeover players, and the Bracket Busters event. All these different events give you a lot to look forward to and a lot to do on a daily basis in MyTEAM, which I think is a huge positive, and honestly is something that we need to see 2K do more of. So in my opinion, big fan of this. Will I get KAREEM myself? I don't know. It's going to be expensive, and I don't know if I'm going to have the MT to use on it, plain and simple. But if I can, I'd love to get the card. I think he'll be awesome. I love KAREEM cards in MyTEAM, and he's definitely a great guy to know that's coming in the near future. Bring some more hype into the game again, which I think at the end of the day is a definite positive, because with the way the game's been going recently, it just has not been a lot of positive, which is a shame. But would have liked to see it maybe not be quite as expensive, because it will be expensive. But at the end of the day, what are you going to do? 2K's got to make their money somehow, right? But with that being said, that is going to do it for this video. Hopefully y'all did enjoy. If you did, make sure you hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. I'll be back with more 2K content very, very soon, and I appreciate y'all. Peace.